I have often said, and I continue to say, for those of you who are fans of Star Trek, that the power that exists in Star Trek is because of you. That without you, we would have never met, you see. So I take only gratitude from this exchange and take the opportunity to say thank you. Well now, my first time in Toronto, I was with Robert Urich. And we made two Spencer for Hire movies in Toronto. In and about Toronto. This film, The Big Hit, was shot in Toronto. In and about Toronto. And then Hoop Life, a Showtime film, was filmed here in Toronto. And I directed one of those episodes. In fact, Sirach Lofton was in that series, if you recall. So yeah, I'm glad to be back in Toronto. In and about. We only have a very short time together. You know, what have I been doing? And people have been asking me that question, as I infrequently do these things, I suppose. I've done more in recent years than I have in the entire time, but I will say this. I've been answering this question in the same way now for I don't know how long. What are you doing? Staying alive. It's really true. Not trying to be clever, you know, or profound. It's just that simple, staying alive. Sometimes an easier task, you know, from moment to moment. And I also want to participate in the equation of life-saving and life-giving, you see? So the form doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where I am. What am I doing? Staying alive, like that. If you have a question, I'll answer it. If I can't, I won't. Please.
Hello.
Hi.
I understand that you're a professor.
Yes?
And I'm hoping, tell us about how active you are in that you take an active role in giving a course to students every semester, or you guest lecturer.
Right.
Tell us about that part of your life.
Well, you know, I came to Rutgers University in New Jersey in 1972. And I've been on the faculty ever since. I'm a tenured professor in theater. I haven't been teaching full-time for some years, but I have done master classes, etc. They haven't fired me yet. Yeah, I'm on a payroll. You know, it sounds more glamorous than it really is, being on a payroll. But anyway, I mean, Rutgers is a fine university. I did both my BA. I did that in a year because I was at Oberlin College before in Ohio, and I had a theater company. And then past that point, I was in the first MFA class, Master of Fine Arts class, and I've been on the faculty ever since. So, and I will say that part of being in the academy or being in the classroom is really the deal, because there's absolute freedom, because nobody's going to ask you, you know, to tell the truth because of money. Tell the truth because of money. I mean, nobody is going to say cut in the classroom. That's what I mean. I close the door and I say, we're going to talk about the truth, whatever that is. And nobody can stop that. You see, that's what I mean. Freedom to tell the truth. Yeah.
Part of that, part of Irish transition, and what you had comments about the political resonance of that, because it's so lacking nowadays.
Well, I think you can make the case, historically, with all that you talked about. I mean, you've really articulated it more than you've asked a question, which is a wonderful thing. Because in every, the answer lies in every question, whether it has a question mark at the end or not. But I think you can safely say that in the history of Star Trek, the fact that it has intended to ask hard questions about us, to ask harder questions about our future. It's self-evident in its history, in the writing, and the reflection of political philosophy, etc. I think you can make the case about Deep Space Nine, that it, unlike other of the series, was closer to us. And there were those who disagreed because it was like that it looked more like we look. And I think, therefore, you say resonance, there again, it's self-evident because you're still talking about it. You see what I mean? When did the show end? You see what I'm talking about? You're still talking about it. There's the resonance, and then I'm not trying to be facetious, there's the importance. There it is. You've answered your own question. The fact that we've raised issues that we cannot fix, the fact that we need to continue to raise issues to change the quality of life on the planet is exactly what you speak of, which is exactly what the writers intended to do.